I want to quickly talk to you about Relay versus Novo Business Banking. And the big question is, which one is really better? The thing is, in this era, you have a lot of possibilities when it comes to business banking, but most importantly, when it comes to digital first business banking. So the thing is, you have traditional banking, right? You have Citi, Chase, Wells Fargo, PNC, US Bank, all those institutions, great institutions, don't get me wrong. But you also have a new series of institutions. You have digital first institutions such as Relay, Novo, North One. You have Brex, you have Bluevine, and they're all fintechs. They're all fintechs. They have partnered with traditional banks to actually offer those banking services. Okay, so let's talk about Relay versus Novo. If you think about Relay versus Novo, you have to understand that Relay actually is a platform that allows you to manage multiple financial accounts. Okay, and that allows you also to have a real-time visibility into cash flow, into your cash flow. So your business is an active business. Your business is very agile. Money is coming in, money is going out. So you have cash inflows and cash outflows. So you want to have visibility around those financial I would say flows. Okay, financial movements, and really allows you to really have the kind of bird's eye view that you really need to actually run your business. And what I love about the Relay is that they have transparency, they have control, they have efficiency, okay, and all that for small business owners. Okay, Relay is primarily for freelancers, for independent contractors, for small business owners. So if you have a mid-sized enterprise or a large enterprise, the Relay is definitely not the company for you. And then you have Novo. So Novo actually is kind of similar to Relay in the sense that they target freelancers, they target entrepreneurs, they target small business owners, okay? And they're trying to really make business banking a lot easier. So at the core of Novo's philosophy is to really simplify the banking process for business owners. So if you're a business owner, you don't want to really jump through hoops to actually get your transactions recorded, to actually get things recorded, right? And Novo is trying to really simplify that for business owners. So you can see that there are similarities, but there are also differences, and that's what I'll talk about now. So let's talk about the features. If you think about Relay versus Novo, let's quickly compare and contrast the features and see which one is actually better. Okay. So if you think about Relay in terms of the account types with Relay, you have multiple checking accounts. With Novo, you have a single free business checking account. So there is a big difference. Okay. So Relay has multiple accounts and Novo only has one account, at least as of the date of this show. For ATM access, you have free access to the Allpoint network. And Novo actually refunds all ATM fees, including out-of-network fees, okay? For cash deposits, really, Novo, this process is not supported, so they do not allow you to deposit cash. But Relay actually facilitates that through the Allpoint network. So the cash deposits are supported through Allpoint ATMs. So if you go to an Allpoint ATM, no problem. You can deposit cash there, and it will be reflected in your Relay account. In terms of invoicing, there is no built-in tool for Relay, but for Novo, you do have lots of invoicing capabilities. As a matter of fact, you have a built-in tool for unlimited invoicing. So if you care about invoicing, if you want to really support your invoicing or boost your invoicing, Novo is definitely the tool for you. For international payments, that's available via third-party integrations with Relay. But Novo, they actually go through a Wise, the money transfer network, okay? And software integration, you have, those two are pretty similar because they integrate to the likes of QuickBooks, Zero, Zoho Books, Shopify, Stripe, you name it. And in terms of customer support, Relay is better because it really has email and phone support. And while Novo doesn't have phone support, they only have email and chat support. So you can see that overall the winner here is Relay. When it comes to the core banking features, Relay is definitely better, okay? Relay offers more cash management features, including multiple checking accounts and supported cash deposits. Okay, this kind of support, if you think about it, can be vital for your small business. Okay, you also have the ability to deposit cash at all points, ATMs. Okay, and this provides added convenience for your business, especially if you handle significant cash transactions. Okay, also, Relay's multi-user access feature enhances collaboration and financial oversights actually within teams. So this is pretty good. So if you compare and contrast Relay versus Novo Business Banking, let's talk about the rates. So I've already established that when it comes to features, Relay is definitely better, right? Now let's talk about the rates. So in terms of monthly fee, those two have no monthly fee. So that's a lot more cash saved in your bank account. So that's really good. There is no APY. So annual percentage yield, there's no APY here. You also have a same day ACH is actually free at Relay, so that's really good. But with Novo, they're charging you a 1.5% per transaction. Now you might be thinking 1.5%, that's not a lot, but hey, listen, if you're doing significant transaction volumes, 1.5%, that really adds up big time. So that's actually eaten into your bottom line, okay? Now there was a minimum of 50 cents. So 50 cents, the maximum of $20, okay? Overdraft fees, none of those two banks charge overdraft fees. And in terms of outgoing wires, Relay is charging you $5 per transfer, and Novo doesn't support this activity. So here, the winner is Relay. So Relay still wins here big time because Relay's competitive fee structure and free same-day ACH transfers make it a cost-effective choice for your small business. Okay, I mean the absence of monthly fees and overdraft fees helps your business manage its cash and its finances overall without worrying about unexpected charges. Because the last thing you want is to actually have those kind of crazy fees like coming out of nowhere, and you just ask yourself, well, what's happening here? That's the kind of stuff that I want you to think about. And plus, the low cost of outgoing wires is actually an added advantage for your business if it requires frequent wire transfers. So if you do wire transfers often, you will love the fact that you have, you have a low cost of outgoing wires. I mean, Novo, don't even talk about it. Novo is not really facilitating those wire transfers, so it is pretty clear. So let's talk about the perks. If you think about Novo versus Relay Business Banking, so in terms of features, Relay is definitely better. Rates, Relay is definitely better. What about the perks? If you are a small business owner, you care about perks whenever you have a business bank account. You got to really ask yourself whether or not this is actually the right, like whether or not a company is actually the right account for you when it comes to those perks. Okay, so maximizing benefits is actually great for your business banking. Okay, so in terms of cashback rewards, none of those two institutions offers that. So if you're looking for cashback rewards, it's just better to go to a traditional bank, to go to a traditional credit union, to go to your to go to your local financial institution. Okay, no digital first. I mean, or you can go to Brex. Brex has a lot of rewards. Okay, in terms of promotional deals, really has discounts on business software only, whereas Novo actually has discounts on business software like QuickBooks, Stripe, Gusto. Okay, and sub accounts. Relay has up to 20 sub accounts, and Novo has the same thing. They call it up to 20 reserves for managing budget. So here, there is no winner. So in this section, you have a tie because those two institutions offer valuable perks, including discounts on business software and a generous number of sub accounts. I mean, 20 sub accounts. That's really good. I mean, if you have a business and you need a sub accounts for budgetary reasons, for whatever, like for reconciliation, for operational efficiency. I mean, 20, that's pretty good. I mean, for a small business, 20 is pretty good. So the perks that I just mentioned, like the cash rewards, cashback rewards, promotional deals, sub accounts, provide significant value for your small business if it's looking to streamline its operations and manage budgets effectively. So this is really good. And as your business grows, you can actually see, the thing is they give you 20 accounts, right? You might just take 10 or 5 for now. And as your business grows, you can keep adding sub accounts over and over and over until you reach the maximum of 20 accounts. So that way those two institutions support scalable banking. So what about the programs that you have, like in terms of financing programs? So this is an area that's pretty interesting for a lot of small business owners, because listen, if you're a business owner, I mean, you need funds to actually to finance. You need funds to finance your business, and I mean, sometimes you can't just rely on savings, on business savings. If there is a gap between cash inflows and cash outflows, you want to have you want to plug in the hole here, and that's really good. That's what the programs actually are for. So Relay actually has no financing options. So if you go to Relay, you're not going to be funded. Okay. Novo actually it does a little better, because Novo will give you a merchant cash advance up to $75,000. Now, if you think about merchant cash advance, you are speaking about revenue-based financing. So if you don't have sales, if you don't have electronic sales, if you don't have some kind of sales, you're not going to get a merchant cash advance. Okay, so that's kind of cool to have a Novo give you up to $75,000. And in terms of FDIC insurance, those two institutions provide FDIC insurance up to the maximum of $250,000, which is the regulatory ceiling. Okay, so $250,000. And the cool thing is that they are able to provide that insurance through their partnerships with traditional banks. Okay, because those two, Relay or Novo, are not traditional banks. They are fintechs. They are digital banks, quote unquote banks. In other words, there is no brick and mortar branch to actually go to. There is nobody to talk to, like at a branch. You can talk to someone on the phone, but you have nobody to actually talk to at a branch. So they are able to partner with traditional banks to offer that insurance. So the winner here remains Novo. The reason is that in terms of financing options, Novo at least gives you an MCA, merchant cash advance, of up to $75,000. Okay, so that's really good, because basically this feature, the merchant cash advance, can be interesting for you if you need quick capital access for growth or operational support. Sometimes you need cash real fast, and you do not. Maybe you have a bad credit score, or your company's situation is not really interesting. So accessing the merchant cash advance can be really beneficial. What about the reviews here? If you think about Relay versus Novo Business Banking, let's talk about the reviews. What are people saying online? Okay, so if you go online, if you go to Trustpilot, for instance, which is a pretty good website for online reviews, customer reviews on those two sites are pretty similar. Like Relay edges slightly Novo, because Relay has a 4.6 stars, and Novo has 4.5 stars. Okay, that's pretty close. In terms of mobile app rating, you have 4.7 star on the App Store and 4.6 on Google Play for Relay, and for Novo you have 4.8 stars on the App Store and 4.5 on Google Play. Okay, and in terms of triple B, that's better business rating, better business bureau rating, triple B rating. Relay has an A, not accredited, and Novo has a C, not accredited. But in this category, I think the winner is Relay. Okay, the fact that you have strong customer reviews on Trustpilot, on SiteJabber, this is another site, on Triple B. Those are really good. Okay, but the fact that Relays has a high rating, like A, even though it's not accredited, it's still a high rating. Okay, so this makes it a reliable choice for a small business banking, Relay. And the positive mobile app ratings indicate a user-friendly experience, which is kind of crucial if you want to manage business finances on the go. Like, the thing is, I mean, nowadays people are busy. People are actually if you are a business owner and you're traveling all the time, you move from point A to point B or point C, and you need to have that kind of flexibility, that kind of mobility. Having a reliable app having a reliable app to actually use, that's really good, and that's what Relay is actually offering. So the winner here, once again, is definitely Relay. So if you think about Relay versus Novo Business Banking, the head-to-head winner in after doing research is actually Relay. Okay, because Relay actually wins big time in terms of features, in terms of reviews, right? In terms of fixed structure. I mean, if you think about it, the features only like are pretty great already. Like multiple checking accounts, complimentary cash deposits at all points ATMs, and sophisticated multi-user access. I mean, I know that Novo might be giving you an MCA of $75,000 maximum, but hey, listen, you can get the same MCA with another institution. You don't have to sacrifice your business banking needs because you're getting a business funding from the same institution. Okay, an MCA is not really complicated to get because it is revenue based financing. So you're getting, as long as you're generating sales, you are gonna get a merchant cash advance. Okay, the thing is that it's just the difference of how much they will charge you in terms of interest. Okay, and so that's really good. And Relay also has a very competitive fee structure that really solidifies that further solidifies its edge by offering businesses substantial savings. Okay, so this is really good in terms of flexibility. You are in good hands if you were to make a choice between Relay and Novo. Okay, now one thing I want to say is that Relay and Novo are not the only banks that you currently have right now. You have a lot of banks. You have North One. Yeah, like I said a little earlier, you have Brex, you have Blue Vine, you have a lot of institutions that are offering same thing, same services. Okay, but what you want to have here is that when you choose a digital bank, you have to agree not to go to a branch. You have to accept that. Okay, there is no branch for you, so you have to accept that. And but the thing is, you have to make sure that you are able to still have banking services, basic banking services like cash deposits, like wire transfers, having a platform that integrates with third party software, especially crucial software like Zero, like ADP for payroll, like QuickBooks for accounting and bookkeeping, like maybe a Salesforce for sales management, for CRM. Okay, all that kind of integration can really help big time because see, when you have banking, it's not just about monitoring cash inflows and cash outflows. It's also making sure that your banking seamlessly fits into other parts of your business, and that's really good. That's going to help you. That's going to help. That's going to position your banking platform as a strong ally, if you will, as a strong element in your operational into your operational activities. So as a recap into this conversation, I spoke to you about Relay versus Novo Business Banking. So I gave you who wins, like in terms of features, rates, perks, programs, and reviews. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.